Hello everybody, this is Blightwind bringing you another one of the games within the defense tournament. This one is Fnatic Raidcall up against Dota bad guys again. And Fnatic Raidcall is a team that I've actually been really excited to see within this tournament. They're originally a Heroes of Newerth team. I mean, pretty much everyone here was involved in at least the very high skill level play within Dota 1. Then when Heroes of Newerth came out, they got together. They had originally formed Fnatic MSI, and then after the first DreamHack that they played for them, they became Fnatic Raidcall. Shortly before the last year's DreamHack, they picked up Era, and he has been playing carry for them, and they have been looking incredibly strong. They won the DreamHack that just recently happened, and then decided to make the switch over to Dota 2. I imagine that there will be some adjustment for them to make, mostly due to the fact that the scenes, there's different picks and bans, and just a slight adjustment to some of the dynamics of the two games. But I definitely think that this is a team that should be watched, and we will have to see how they perform here. And I am really excited to see what will unfold with this game. We're just waiting for one last stand-in. And looks like we're off. Oh, he's connected at least. There we go. Miguel has managed to connect. So we're getting off into the first bit of picks and bans. Fly, the captain for Fnatic Raidcall, doing the first ban here. Fly, at least in the Heroes of Newerth scene, was known as a fantastic picker and banner. So we see an Enchantress ban right away. One of the most powerful early pushers in the game. Great ganker, not surprised to see that at all. Broodmother, pretty similar thing. Once she gets that spider army up, she's a very annoying hero to deal with. She can push a lane solo, so you have to both keep an eye on her and then the 4 other people that will be pushing another lane. And also, she's got a good bit of harass with the spawn spiderling nuke. She can carry decently well in the mid game. Then we're going to see a Darkseer banned out. Vacuum, Wall of Illusion, fantastic teamfight abilities. Ion Shell, always useful. Just for some annoyance, and to throw that up in the middle of a team fight certainly does a good amount of damage. And we're going to see Lycan banned out. Lycan, very good jungler, very powerful pusher. The ganks with that ult, especially if he gets a BKB, there's only a handful of things in the game that can actually stop him. So, not surprising to see that ban. He is banned pretty much every single game played. And any game that he's not banned, he will be picked up pretty much right away. So that is not surprising to see at all. And we will have to see what the last ban for this first round that Fly goes with. And I'm going to try and remember who played what roles. I know that Fly generally played a lot of junglers. So they Dota bad guys bans out a Chen, another powerful pusher. Not quite as much as Enchantress. His true pushing potential doesn't come out till he gets probably about level 3 of Holy Persuasion. But then we're going to see Fnatic Raidcall pick up Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet, fantastic ganker, very good pusher. And then Dota bad guys is going to respond with a Leshrac Invoker. Invoker, very powerful hero with all the utility that his huge array of spells brings. And then Leshrac is a very, very, very powerful pushing hero. Diabolic Edict is ridiculously good for pushing towers, and he has just decent team fight also with Split Earth, with the Pulse Nova, Lightning, certainly a powerful nuke. And also Fnatic Raidcall went with a Brewmaster. I'm sorry I missed that. Brewmaster, very good team fight. He's got decent pushing too. With the Thunderclap nuke, able to clear out creep waves, allows you to kind of auto-push lanes. And then they're going to scoop up a Chaos Knight and a Venomancer. Chaos Knight, very good mid-game carry. He's got fantastic chase. He's got decent pushing with the ult. And, The Reality Rift Chaos Bolt combo is just ridiculous. This Venomancer pick I also enjoy. Venomancer is another very good pusher. He's good anti-pusher at the same time. And then he's also got some good support abilities with the Venomous Gale, with the Poison Sting being able to provide some very good harass. And then his ult definitely does a good amount of damage. It can't actually kill, but it does a ton of damage. Then the Dire team follows it up with a Shadow Demon pick. Shadow Demon, fantastic ganker. He's a great support. The Disruption Soul Catcher combo is just ridiculously good, and it'll also allow the Leshrac to land some really good split earths. So I really like to see this. Fnatic's gonna pick up a Enigma ban. Enigma, very good team fight with the Black Hole, and then he's also got some very respectable push with the Eidolons. And then you throw in stuff like the Malefice, which is great for ganking, the Midnight Pulse, more team fight damage if you can get a Midnight Pulse on top of a Black Hole. It actually does a ton of damage. Midnight Pulse does percentage-based damage, so it's percentage of your health per second. Then the Dire team's going to ban out a Windrunner. Windrunner, great solo laner, so they probably did that so that Fnatic wouldn't have that solo. She's got, Shackle Shot, fantastic team fight ability. Power Shot is great for getting last hits at a distance, harassing at a distance. So I'll have to see what the last ban out of Fnatic is.
5 seconds remaining.
And it's going to be a Beastmaster. They're going to respond in kind, take another one of the most popular solo lanes out. Again, for the same reason as Power Shot, the axes can get him last hits from a very safe distance. The Beastmaster Roar, very powerful team fight ability. The Hawk, great for spotting out ganks, great for checking runes. And then the Inner Beast Aura is actually great for pushing. It's something that people sometimes look over, but that attack speed aura is definitely good. And then a Storm Spirit ban is going to be the last one out of this Dire team. Storm Spirit, very good. I hesitate to say carry, but he can carry, but he's also mostly a very, 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 like, one of the most powerful gankers in this game. With the Ball Lightning, the Remnant, and then electric Vortex on top of that. And then you get an Overload slow on top, and I mean, that's just so much burst, especially if he's got a good level advantage. That'll just blow up a support and get you some very, very easy kills. So we'll have to see what Fnatic picks to round out their team here. So far, I imagine the Nature's Prophet will be their jungler, and then the Chaos Knight Venomancer will probably be a lane, so that I imagine they'll need their 2 solo lanes. Unless they choose to pick up like a tri-lane hero and then the Nature's Prophet. So they're actually going to go with a Lina. Lina I actually really like, especially if we see Lina solo mid. The Chaos Knight will allow Lina to land some really easy stuns. You'll definitely see some Reality Rift into Chaos Bolt, and then Light Strike Arrays on top of the Chaos Bolt, guaranteed stun. Then you can Dragon Slave, and eventually, when she hits level 6, Laguna Blade, and that'll just that much damage should just level somebody. Unless it's like a super farmed hard carry or something like that, and even then they will definitely be limping away. It's just a ridiculous amount of magic damage. I imagine that a lot of BKBs will be coming out on this Dire team. And they're going to respond with a Queen of Pain, another very bursty. They're going burst for burst, magic nukes, ganking, team fight ability. So, looking fairly even at the moment. So far, the Dire team doesn't have a jungler, and there's not really any junglers left on the board. Unless a lone druid could be picked up. And we could see him in the jungle. He's not an incredibly fast jungler, but he's an efficient jungler in the sense that he's not going to die in the jungle. If he gets ganked, he can definitely turn and start fighting easily. Most junglers, if you catch them in the jungle, especially if they just finished using like treants or something like that, they generally will have to either run or die unless they've got some quick support, simply because they generally don't have that much mana. Mana is generally what hurts most of the junglers in the early game. And talking is already becoming hard. And we're going to see a Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman I love to see. He's another very good solo laner. I imagine we will probably see him in the mid lane. Most teams used to play him mid lane all the time. Primarily because he you get a fast level 6 on him and he can just push towers like no tomorrow. And then the other shock is actually a very powerful nuke once you max that out. The thing that started shutting him down was these teams that were running double mids. You get 2 people up against the Shadow Shaman and he has to start playing it safe. He can't just walk up to you, other shock, hex you, and then just start putting in right clicks. He knows that if he does that to one person, he's going to be receiving a lot of damage in exchange. And that would definitely nerf his experience. And it would nerf him more than if he was in a double lane. So he wouldn't have that timely level 6. He wouldn't have that ability to just kind of run around wherever the heck he wanted and drop wards, push towers, drop wards, get ward traps. So he fell out of favor, and I love to see Fnatic to pick him up. They definitely played the Heroes of Newerth equivalent of him, so that's not too surprising to see them pick this up. Night Stalker is going to be the last pick for this Dire team. Night Stalker, another good solo laner. They've got a lot of solo laners. I mean, I guess the Night Stalker could definitely be in a side lane with, say, the Shadow Demon. Give them some great ganking. Void's on top of the Disruption, on top of Soul Catcher. Void already is a huge nuke, so the Soul Catcher will make that just ridiculous. It'll allow him to get some decent farm, and hopefully that by that first night, he'll be able to run around, have a decent first night. That's the hinge point for a lot of Night Stalker play. If you don't have a good first night, you're just going to struggle for the rest of the game. And I mean, it's definitely possible to make that up, but having a good first night is basically what will set the tone for the rest of the game. So we're just waiting for everyone to pick who they're going to be playing. Then I'll be able to go over who's playing what. Getting a little bit of FPS lag. That generally happens with me. I apologize. It happens when people are actually selecting what they're going to be playing. We're going to see an immediate pause, but give me a chance to go over who's playing what. We got Fly on the Lina, No Tail on the Shadow Shaman, Trixie on the Nature's Prophet, Arrow playing the Chaos Knight, typical carry role, and then Hani on the Venomancer. And this isn't surprising at all. We generally would see Fly on a support role. Fly and Trixie generally will exchange jungling and support roles. No Tail would be their suicide laner. And then Era and Hani make a fantastic combo. And I imagine we might see a bit of a roam Fly out of, like a roaming Lina out of this Fly. And then we've got Kranich on Night Stalker, Offak on the Shadow Demon, Beleman on Invoker, Professor Headshot on Leshrac, and a stand-in of 5-1-2. And that is the Dire team we're going to be seeing. And we are still sitting at this pause. Unfortunately, strategic pause. You know, everyone discussing who's going to go in what lane, what they think the various matchups are going to be, try and maximize the matchups. And we will be sitting at this for probably a little bit. Bring up the store randomly. Close that up. Now, I'm going to apologize if I screw up the... there is a team that's Dota good guys and Dota bad guys. So if I mess up the names of those two teams throughout my coverage of the defense, I apologize to the teams if they were actually watch this. Courier actually is spawned outside of the base. They want to send that back in. And as Era said, let's go disco. So, gonna see a bit of a roam into the Radiant jungle. Probably hoping to catch out this Dire team looking to place some wards. I imagine someone's carrying them. And yeah, it looks like Shadow Demon gonna look toward this pole camp right here. Lost myself on the map for a second there. Ooh, and hiccups, I apologize. We're gonna see a ward here. Hopefully catch someone roaming around. And unfortunately, they placed it on the wrong side. They were hoping that the Dire team would come over here. And ooh, Nature's Prophet. He's gonna see them ward that. Do they have sentries? Doesn't look like it. Are we going to see a tri-lane? Curious. Are we going to see a Lina Venomancer, Chaos Knight tri-lane, with the Shadow Shaman mid, and then Nature's Prophet in the long lane? Or in this short lane, sorry. See a long lane tri-lane. And we're actually, it looks like we're doing another tri-lane here, which is super interesting. So we're going to have tri-lane up against Suicide on both sides. We got Invoker mid, Queen of Pain up top here, up against this tri-lane, who, ooh, she might actually know. She's going to barely sneak by. They're actually going to ward this
Invisibility.
pull spot, so she won't be able to do that. I don't imagine she was going to do a whole lot of pulling anyways, because she doesn't want the creep wave to be unnecessarily close to her tower, because that'll allow all three of these heroes to and we might see a bit of a roam
I refuse.
from this Lina Venomancer combo. And we see a level 1 put into Shackle, actually. I imagine that's probably because they were planning on doing this roam strategy, so he wanted to pick up some early CC. Nature's Prophet just going to sit with this invisibility, allow himself to pick up some, soak up some EXP, get himself a bit of a level advantage before he actually goes up against this tri-lane. And we got Venomancer Lina just kind of sitting here, playing super patient. Are they being spotted is the better question. Oh, yeah, this Invoker can probably barely see Hani. Yeah, so that's the problem right there. Nature's Prophet's just going to TP back. And I imagine this tower will go down decently early because they've got this Leshrac and they're going to be able to chew through creep waves in order to get this up. And we're actually going to see a smoke done by Venomancer and Lina. Something's going to break that, actually. Not too sure what exactly. Maybe they got too close to the tower, revealed them quick. Venomancer, Hani's going to take one tower shot, cutting it a little close there, and they're just going to disperse, I think. Shadow Shaman's going to find a double damage. We've got Chaos Knight soloing up against this Queen of Pain. They probably decided to go roaming, mostly due to the fact that they saw they were up against a soloer. So they figured, might as well let the Chaos Knight get the experience equality with this Queen of Pain. And because she probably won't be able to get any kills unless we are 100% on the ball with the slayering of stuns. We're actually going to see a Chaos Bolt and a Venomous Gale on top of the Queen of Pain. She's going to blink straight into Venomancer, let out a Scream of Pain. She's going to get Reality Rifted. She's going to eat a Tango. That's going to be first blood. Very well done. I really like what Venomancer did. He put himself in a position so that where he knew that Queen of Pain was probably going to blink to, and that way he was able to body block her a little bit and allow Chaos Knight to get in range for that Reality Rift. And we're going to see Nature's Prophet just kind of using the trance to keep an eye out, make sure he's not going to get jumped. And he's just going to kind of sit in this side part, waiting for experience to show up his way. Queen of Pain nuking the creep wave back. Shadow Shaman picking up boots. We might see him go for a bottle. There we go. Chaos Bolt, 3 seconds. Light Strike Array is going to be coming on top. Dragon Slave. Venomous Gale's going to go down. And Chaos Knight's going to get the last hit on that. And he's going to be able to escape. Pops his wand just to make sure. Sunstrike's going to come through. Sunstrike scores the kill. Perfectly lined up. That was beautiful. And, oh, Era used his salve too. So not only did Invoker get a kill, but he also cost Chaos Knight 100 gold.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Bottom tower is taking a bunch of damage. Already level 2 Edict. We're going to see that popped up. Night Stalker's going to take some tower hits. But, oh no, now Shrac's going to take some, but gets the last hit on the tower.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Arrow's going to TP back up. Queen of Pain looking to scout out. She sees that the pole camp's warded, so she knows that they're probably going to be doing pulls with this side camp. I actually missed one of the satyrs. Strange. But Nature's Prophet actually ends up going to the jungle. He just says, screw it. I am not getting any experience in that lane, so might as well just let them free farm and push, because that's what it was going to happen anyways. If I go into the jungle, at least I can get some experience. And sorry if you can hear the sanding. We're laying tile floor in the house, so we're some sanding being done just to polish that up. And I really hope it doesn't make it onto the audio, but it probably will. No, it looks like Audacity's not picking that up.
Radiant's
Perfect.
bottom tower is under attack.
Ooh, ward trap on Invoker, and he's gonna go down. The Sunstrike completely misses. Easy, easy kill.
Shades demand less.
Very well done by No Tail. And unfortunately, he won't have the wards to be able
Dire's
to
top tower is under attack.
throw them down on the tower. We're going to see a TP in from Night Stalker. We're also going to see a TP in from the Leshrac. Void and a Fear on the Chaos Knight. I just got warped back to base for some reason. Chaos Bolt going down on the Night Stalker. It was only like a 1 second one. So unfortunately, the Light Strike Array couldn't be lined up in time. It is nighttime, so the Night Stalker's got tons of movement speed. He runs around like a marathon athlete. But we were seeing 4 heroes up in this top lane to match up, and that was my Skype going off. Again, I'm super sorry. Turn notifications off. And we're going to see a 4-man roam over to this Invoker. He's going to be able to see it. He's going to try and run away. Nature's Prophet's going to TP in. Wrong way. And will Arrow be able... Nah, Arrow's just going to say screw it. We're going to see a Night Stalker come through, clean off the Venomancer ward. And now he wants... Oh no, he's just going to go bottom for the Nature's Prophet. This top tower is going to get pushed by... the Leshrac. Leshrac taking a lot of tower hits. You can't be doing that, buddy. You can push with creep waves, but that's about it. You do not want to be taking those tower shots. Especially, is the Nature's Prophet 6? Yes, he is. His ult is down, but that could have been bad. We're going to see another shock from this hasted Shadow Shaman. Just clean up this creep wave a little bit. Keep it pushed back. Like I said, the Leshrac really depends on a creep wave being there to soak up the tower hits so that he can just stand there with Diabolic Edict. He's a fairly squishy hero, so he can't sit there taking tower shots like some pushers, nor can he generate his own little tower tanks. Queen of Pain, why did I get... Grr. Nature's Prophet's gonna spawn a bunch of treants just to soak this creep wave, delay it for a little bit longer. But Queen of Pain's going to use Screams to nuke that out. A Split Earth's going to hit a single treant. And in exchange, Fnatic's going to pick up the middle tower. While these 3 heroes are pestering around up here, Lena's going to join the party, give some Dragon Slaves. Leshrac able to walk forward, get a little bit of damage in on it. Venomancer just scouting with the wards a little bit. And we're seeing a 4-man roam again. Night Stalker actually gets a kill down here on the Shadow Shaman. Sorry if I missed that one. I imagine it was probably just, yeah, level 3 Void, 1 Fear. He was just able to Void and run in with Shadow Shaman, unable to cast any of his CCs. He's actually fairly squishy if he can't CC you in some way. We're going to see Treant spawned, push going in on this tower. We're going to see some wards come out. allow some creeps to die, do some extra damage on the tower. We're going to see a TP in from Night Stalker, and he's looking for blood. We're going to see a disruption on top of... Wow, Nature's Prophet got just blown up. We saw a disruption, Soul Catcher with a Sunstrike, and then Scream of Pain.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And how is this looking? It's actually probably about 1,200 gold in the Radiant's favor. And experience perfectly even.
So grateful.
So there is a slight advantage for Fnatic, but it's really not that bad. Especially since they are probably going to get this tower here. Invoker gets a regen rune. He's going to go chasing after this Shadow Shaman. There is going to be a Lina to support. We're going to see a Nature's Prophet actually come in. He's going to sprout. And Invoker's just going to TP away.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And Night Stalker gets the last hit on this.
Radiant's top tower
Venomancer's going to eat a Queen of Pain slow. And then these Venomancer wards are just going to get cleaned up. Night Stalker's going to pause. He needs a second. Let's go over some items. Lina's got boots and a wand. Oh, and they're able to go already. Shadow Shaman's got his arcane boots and a bottle. And then about really nothing else. He's got a wand. We should see him looking to pick up like an Aghanim Scepter or something like that pretty soon here. We've got Earn Treads on this Nature's Prophet. I don't think he'll go Hand of Midas this time, simply due to the fact that he had a bit of a rough start, and Hand of Midas you want to pick up decently early. Lina's doing some stacking and getting a little bit of experience, just basically making it so her AoE nukes go as far as possible. Chaos Knight with a Bracer and Power Treads. We'll probably see this Bracer turned into a drum. Venomancer's got boots and wards. He is ward bitch this go round. Night Stalker almost finished a Vanguard. He's got his Urn. He's got his Power Treads. He's looking good. We're gonna see a smoke up. They will be able to find Trixie. And Trixie, you are in trouble, my friend. Sunstrike's gonna come through. He's gonna sprout himself. He's gonna get Split Earth. He's gonna get Soul Catchered, and Night Stalker's gonna get the last hit on that one. Shadow Demon sitting on boots, and that's about it. Invoker's got his phase boots. He's got the pieces to a drum. Almost can get that recipe. He's about a 200 gold off it. Leshrac just got boots, and the Queen of Pain is actually picking up a Null Talisman, and already has Power Treads, has a bottle. We're gonna see a Sunstrike come through, and then defensive orbs being dropped. Ether Shock coming through. They're going to disrupt the Night Stalker. Allow some Night Stalker illusions to go forward and cause some havoc. Queen of Pain also picks up a wand. Nature's Prophet's looking to finish this off. Nature's Prophet actually gets voided. Tried to TP out. It is not nighttime. And he actually gets stuck on the trees. He gets Split Earth. Void. Shadow Poison's coming through. The Shadow Poison will be able to finish it all off. Trixie not having a good game. Looks Fnatic definitely struggling a little bit. I don't know if it's just because they are looking to take it a little easy after DreamHack, or if because they are still adjusting to the differences in the scene, slight differences in the map. But I definitely have a feeling that even if they lose this one, we will see them make a big impact on the scene. Because they are old school Dota players, they know the game, they love the game, and they are here to stay. And they're definitely good at winning DreamHack.
Warriors of the wood.
And everyone's just kind of gonna disperse a bit. Night Stalker. Oh, we're actually gonna see them go on the Nature's Prophet here. He's gonna get screamed. He's gonna get Sonic waved. And he's gonna get voided. And then Night Stalker puts in one auto attack to finish him off. I believe there was an Urn charge in there as well. Probably because I believe he had one and now he only has two. He gains 2 for the kill. Night Stalker's gonna pick up an illusion.
Radiant's middle tower is
Fortunately,
under attack.
it is daytime again, so he's looking all sad. He doesn't have that big ol' smiley face opened up.
Dire's top
Venomancer's gonna get the last hit on this tower up here,
has fallen. Radiant's middle
but they're gonna get
tower is under attack. Radiant's
the
middle
last
tower
tier
has
1 tower
fallen.
in the mid lane here, and they're gonna look to threaten this tier 2. That's gonna probably force some TPs out of this Fnatic squad. Split Earth and a Scream of Pain to clear this up. And are they just gonna let this? Are they gonna look to exchange the tier 2s here? Yeah, it looks like that's exactly what they're gonna look to do.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
They managed to push both of those without using Serpent Wards, which is good. And both teams are just going to take their little bit of push and call it a day. However, I think the Dire team came out a little bit ahead because they got the last tier 1 and then a tier 2. There is still this tier 1 sitting here. And I kind of would have liked to see Fnatic defend that at least somewhat. And we've got, what do we got coming out on the courier? Staff of Wizardry, that'll probably be free. Force Staff, unless, yeah, I imagine it'll be for a Force Staff and then he'll look to go like Aghanim Scepter or Sheepstick. Just, you know, it'll give him some mobility against this fairly CC-oriented team, allow him to quickly Force Staff out of Light Strike arrays and effects such as that. But we'll have to see. Venomancer finds a double damage, mostly just to keep that out of Night Stalker's hands, keep that out of Invoker's hands. More so denying the rune at this point. That is the wrong button. So gold actually is taking a big dip. It's about 1,500 in the Dire's advantage right now. Experience is looking about 3,000. So things have definitely swung in the favor of this Dire team. They're going to defend this last tier 1. They know that they've got an advantage. They don't want to easily give up that advantage. I love this. Seeing some Shadow Poison to soften up the creep wave. Allow Invoker to get these last hits. And he's about 300 gold off that Force Staff. They're going to smoke up, but they're going to go for a wander. Shadow Shaman gets a very fast blink. Incredibly fast. That'll be very good. It'll allow him to blink in, drop the wards where nobody's really watching. They're going to find Lina here. She's going to get cold snap. She's going to get voided. And just some right clicks to finish her off. It is nighttime, so we're going to see Venomancer get jumped on. He's going to get Deafening Blast. He's going to get Scream of Pain. He's going to get slowed, and then Queen of Pain manages to just finish that up. He does get his ult off, but that damage alone won't really be enough. No Tail's going to manage to hide in the trees here. They, I do believe, scouted him out, though. He's going to get... oh, no, he actually gets the Hex and the Ward Trap off. But he's going to get Cold Snapped. He's going to get Screamed of Pain, and Night Stalker is going to finish him off with a Void. Sounds like Demonic Purge was also used. So that was 3 kills, I do believe. Yeah, 3 kills for absolutely nothing in favor of this Dire team. They are playing a wonderful gank-oriented team. Shadow Demon picking up a Bracer just to give himself some more HP. And they're going to take this as time to Roshan. I totally agree with this. They use a Fear to just break the spell block, and now they're able to dump all of their stuns in. Diabolic Edict does so much damage to him. Night Stalker does finish his Vanguard. And he's got 1,600 gold saved up now. Bracer on the Shadow Demon. We've got the Force Staff finished on Invoker. Night Stalker picks up the Aegis. Leshrac just sitting on a Bracer. And Queen of Pain has a Staff of Wizardry. And looks like she's going for a very fast Aghanim Scepter. Aghanim Scepter, very good. Increases the damage and increases the cooldown. Or decreases the cooldown. And anything else? We've got Lina, who's managed to pick up Arcane Boots. The Blink Dagger on Shadow Shaman. We've got Nature's Prophet with a mech. That's very good to see. It'll give them a little bit of a heal in the team fights, despite the fact that so far it's mostly been ganking. Chaos Knight has that drums finished. He's got a cloak. He's probably going to look to pick up a pipe. And then the Venomancer's just sitting on arcane boots. Now, what is nice about Fnatic's team is they've got tons of creep wave clearing. Between Ethershock, Dragon Slave, Light Strike Array. I suppose they could Venomous Gale it if they really, really wanted to. And then they've got the anti-push of the wards. The wards, even though they only do 29 damage at the moment, they'll end up doing 38 grand total. You get enough of those stacked up and it'll definitely do some pain. Lena's gonna get caught out. She's gonna Scream of Pain, Sonic Waved, and then a Poison. And she just goes squish. And Fly, definitely not having fun. 0-2. He's trying to make a comeback. Nature's Prophet, 0-4. Whereas this Night Stalker is 6-0. That is insane. And it is Natural Night right now. He could pop his ult to help, yeah, he's just going to do it to preserve the nighttime. So time freezes right now, and it'll give him more nighttime later on. They're going to look to threaten this tier 2. It is very, very low, so they should get this no problem. The glyph is up. Wards are a little far back here, and they're getting all stacked up. And I don't know if they'll really be able to do anything from here. Yeah, Leshrack's just going to walk forward with Diabolic Edict going. And that's basically just a bunch of free gold. I don't know what Hani was doing there. These are better. These are placed properly. Then they can actually attack the creep wave. Dragon Slave's going to come through, do even more damage to the creep wave. Do a bit of damage to heroes. Night Stalker really wants to go forward and start right-clicking those wards. But he knows that with the tower down and Shadow Shaman sitting there, it is not worth it at all. Nature's Prophet's looking to push forward with Treants here. And he's got his mech already. He's got an urn, but he's got no charges. Hasn't had any for a while. We're going to see Queen of Pain come forward. She's going to be able to just Scream of Pain and then a couple of right clicks to clean up this. And she can finish her Aghanim Scepter. She can, as long as she buys, like, yeah, now she has it finished, can have it delivered to her. That's going to drop her cooldown to 70 seconds, which is huge. It basically halves the cooldown. And that's just ridiculous. Once she gets 4 more levels, it becomes a 40-second cooldown. That means if the team fight goes long enough, you can actually get 2 Sonic Waves off in the same team fight. Shadow Shaman's gonna bottle up some runes, but they are Fnatic's definitely on the back foot right now, and I'll be curious to see what exactly they do to make up the lost ground. This Chaos Knight doesn't really have anything. He's got about 2,000 gold saved up. I really dislike how Arrow will do this. He really likes to pool his gold. He'll look to just buy like Hood of Defiance outright, but especially when you're behind, every single item will give you that much of an advantage. Invoker's either looking to do a BKB or he's looking to do an Aghanim Scepter. We'll have to see. BKB definitely would make sense. Block the Light Strike Array. It would block the Hex and Shackle. Block the Chaos Bolt. Block the Venomous Gale. So it'd do tons in the way of making it so he doesn't get CC'd. And this Invoker, he's looking a little on the squishy side. 1,300, well, about 1,400 life. Only 6 armor. Not the greatest. But he, with a Force Staff and a BKB, he'll definitely be able to make it out of pretty much every situation. We see a BKB picked up on Night Stalker as well. That'll allow him to just run around in those team fights without any care in the world. Just avoiding, right-clicking away. And they're actually going to... Oh, Hani barely makes it out. Night Stalker is wandering in the jungle looking to get more kills. Instead, he's just going to go back to lane, gets himself some farm. Cello, you're quelling Blade, man. You don't need that 32% extra damage. he might go for more of a carry item, or he might just go for like a Necro Book or something crazy like that. Let him get some push. This illusion's just gonna die. Just double checking. They're checking all of the juke and hiding spots. Just making sure that there's nobody hiding. So the Queen of Pain's got another 1,000 gold saved up. I imagine we'll probably see her go for a BKB as well. Like this will really be the game of BKBs. And I imagine that, oh no, Chaos Knight's actually gonna look to do a Manta style. I don't know how much I like this. I guess with the, actually he sells it. Did he sell his hood? Or is it just in the ground? Is it on the courier? No, he just sold his hood. Or his cloak. Says, screw it, I don't care about their giant magic nukes. I'm just going to make more of me. Chaos Knight is the cowbell of the Dota world. All you need is more of it. Light Strike Ray is going to come through, do some stunning, but Night Stalker does not care at all. The Forged Spirit's cleaning up the wards. They're going to look to attack the tower here, but Nature's Prophet ult's going to come through, clean out that creep wave. Another one comes forward. Night Stalker earns himself up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle
And now the damage comes through. 3-second Chaos Bolt on him. Light Strike Array is going to land as well, but that's going to not matter. They are they going to look for the deny? Oh, no. Invoker manages to snag it with a Forged Spirit. Chaos Knight's going to get voided. 3-second Chaos Bolt. We're going to see a Hex on top of the Invoker. The Night Stalker is going to get disrupted. Sonic Wave's going to come through. Leshrack's going to take a bunch of damage. Leshrack's going to go down. Venomancer gets a kill. Shadow Shaman gets a kill with the wards. Aegis is going to be popped on the Night Stalker. They're looking to still... He's actually in a lot of trouble right now. But he BKBs. He's going to look to kill the Chaos Knight. Now he's just going to look to run out. And... they actually get the Hex. They get... a Sunstrike's going to come through. They get Night Stalker.
Dire's top tower
So
is under
they exchanged 3 heroes just for the Chaos Knight. They did get the tier 3 tower. So it's not a horrible loss, especially since these racks will be much, much easier to push in. They're going to do another pause. And Hani's got to restart his Dota. The Invoker... I don't want to click on the Force Spirit. Yeah, it looks like Invoker's going for a BKB as well. Shadow Demon's managed to snake himself a whole bracer. Got another 500 gold saved. Well, it's about 600 gold saved up. The Night Stalker is sitting on 1,000 gold. The Leshrack probably going for a BKB as well. And we're still just an Ogre Club on this Queen of Pain. Actually, no. That will be a BKB. Because she already has an eggs. Man, logic is hard. Mech is making a bit of a difference. It's definitely helping out. Especially since a good portion of this Dire team is based around burst. So if you can use the mech to just even barely survive that, you have a chance of making a turnaround. The Venomancer's got nothing new. He's got wards. That's about it. Shadow Shaman's got a Ogre Club. I would like to see this being turned into a BKB, but I have a feeling that it may be for an Aghanim Scepter, just to improve the wards. And Lena's got absolutely nothing on the courier. So things are not looking good for Fnatic right now. There's about a 5,000 gold difference and about a 5,000 experience difference as well. I'm guessing that's what it is because the wonderful, wonderful pause screen's sitting over top. But definitely looking good for the Dire team. They are getting a little reckless, tower diving like that into the middle of a team, especially Night Stalker by himself after a couple of his teammates had already died. Hani is back, and we should be underway shortly. And we should... I'd hope that the Radiant team counterwards this. Observer. Looks like people are asking if it's good to go now. And I don't see why not. So we should be underway decently quick here. And there we go. The game is resumed. Now, the Fnatic is doing a decently good job of at least getting some farm. A lot of teams in this situation would just turtle up inside their base. Which, I mean, at times is the proper thing to do, and at other times you don't want to do, because if you just do that, then it allows the enemy team to just roam around your jungle free and do whatever the heck they want. And then the gold and experience difference is just going to get bigger and bigger. Whereas this way, you're at least slowing that gap from widening. You may not be able to stop it with this, but... Oh. Connie actually finds himself a ward. And poor Venomancer, being the ward bitch, he does have 1,500 gold saved up. So I'd like to see him pick up like a bracer at least. He's got 800 health. Like, that is basically... So this does 530 and then 300. Yeah, that's... I mean, it won't quite do it because heroes have a little bit of a natural magic resistance. But that's more or less his entire health in 2 spells. And that's assuming that it's only the Queen of Pain there. And that he's able to instantly escape. He will probably take at least 1 or 2 right clicks, which will kill him. Is Roshan back up? No, there is Treants watching it. It is up any second now. They are going to finish off these Treants. There's more Treants sitting up top here that they should look to clear out. And Roshan is back up. The Treants are going to come forward. They're taking Edict damage, so they already know. They actually are going to use the Treants to take Edict hits in order to slow this down. But Alacrity on the Night Stalker, and he is just attacking so fast. What's his attack rate?
Roshan has fallen
And Night Stalker gets another Aegis. That was another completely uncontested Roshan. And this should be racks, if not a second set of racks. Oh, wander mid. You can see them killing your creep wave. Or they're just going to look to get a creep wave with them in this mid lane. Allow them to do some safer pushing. Nature's Prophet actually looking to threaten a tier 3 here. The Forged Spirits are going to be sitting here to allow, block it a bit. But they've got so much health. 800 health is huge. When you consider that melee creeps only have like, yeah, they've got 580. Night Stalker is going to TP up top. Will he be able to get the Void? He actually sprouts. Oh, he sprouts the Night Stalker in with him. Sunstrike's going to come through, and that is unfortunate. The Nature's Prophet does manage to get the tower kill. And there was a denied tower.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Queen of Pain gets a kill on the Chaos Knight. Sorry for missing that one. And with 2 dead, even though they will have waves, so the Shadow Demon can just sit here, throw in some Shadow Poison out. Only level 1 disruption. That's kind of interesting. You'd think he would want to get even more damage. They're going to find the Venomancer caught out. That is 3 down. This is going to be racks. They haven't even used Aegis yet. Night Stalker is going to look to just clean this up. He doesn't, it is night, or day, sorry. so he won't be able to push as powerful as he normally could, but definitely with the amount of right click he's able to do, still makes a difference. Like, it's still a decent impact. Gonna see this all cleared out though with all of these AoEs, and actually everyone's up now, so they decide to just fall back. They don't have a Shadow Demon. But they are going to farm the Radiant jungle. And just move on. Fine. They basically say, fine. We're ahead, so if you don't want to burn Aegis, we'll just keep on farming. We're looking at... the gold has stayed roughly the same for the Dire, which is good news for Fnatic, because that means that it's going to be less of a percentage, because they have been able to farm a little bit. So the overall impact of that gold should be worth less. However, experience is now around 8,000 in the Dire's advantage. And the Dire team just kind of wants to wait this out. A Crystallis actually picked up on the Night Stalker. I don't mind that. He is doing a whole bunch of right click. He's not assuming the usual role of a Night Stalker, which is just kind of be ganking in the mid game, early game, in order to allow your team and your carry to get farmed up. He basically has to act as a carry, and he won't really be able to out carry this Chaos Knight. His biggest hope is that he can get farmed enough and finish the game before this Chaos Knight gets some of his bigger ticket items, like this Manta style. I have seen Chaos Knights go Mask of Madness, which isn't too bad. Armlet is the general one, especially if you're very good at the Armlet toggle. You know, if you're able to do the Armlet dance really well, Armlet is a fantastic item on Chaos Knight. We're gonna see some TPs to defend this set of racks. No-Tail gets a Hex and a Shackle on the Invoker, but he goes down to the Night Stalker, and Invoker got disrupted. Chaos Knight's gonna go down. Chaos Knight buys back right away. Queen of Pain gets a kill on the Nature's Prophet. Aegis is burned, but that is 2 dead and a buyback. And Era's gonna get voided. He's gonna get feared. Light Strike Array is gonna stop the Night Stalker. He's just gonna look to right-click this melee barracks down. Glyph is gonna be popped, putting even more damage into this Night Stalker. Laguna Blade's gonna be popped. Chaos Bolt, Chaos Meter's gonna come through. Lena's gonna go down. Ice Wall to make sure that she can't get away. Lena buys back right away. The melee barracks goes down. Are they gonna look to finish the range barracks? No, they're just gonna say, fine, we got a Rax. We got at least 1 Rax. We can just leave now. No problem. The melee creeps will eventually kill this. I mean, they'll probably be able to hold it back with all these Venomancer wards as long as he stays on top of it. Just some teleport scrolls coming out. Fortunately, that buyback seriously set Chaos Knight behind. He was so close to being able to pick up the Yasha that he'd only be about, I think it's 650 gold to get the recipe. Now he's back down to 800. He's sitting at just over a third of the cost of the Yasha. The Shrek's gonna get shackled. He's gonna get hexed. He's gonna get some right click from the Nature's Prophet. The Nature's Prophet ult's gonna bounce through, finish that off. How's Trixie looking? He has a sheep stick now, which is very good. The Lena's got a second bracer. Fancy, fancy. Shadow Shaman has his BKB finished. He gets an Invis rune. The Venomancer's actually got an Ogre Club, probably looking to do a BKB as well. Night Stalker's got this Crystallis. He's almost got the Demon Edge for his Daedalus. The Shadow Demon's got a mech. He's got treads. He's got a brazier. He's sitting nice and rich. Invoker has his BKB finished. Now he's going to look to do an Aghanim Scepter with his point booster. Leshrac, he's got his BKB. He's got a bracer. He's got Arcane. He got this. Queen of Pain with a BKB. And we're going to see a rather fervent defense of this tier 1. They still have yet to let this tier 1 go. Roshan's about 3/4 of the way spawned, so he has about another 3-4 minutes. That was my MSN. I am sorry. Totally forgetting to turn off my notifications everywhere. I'm so bad at this. Leshrac gets a kill on the Venomancer. Sorry if I missed that. I was alt-tab. Night Stalker's gonna chase down some people. Lena's actually looking to do a stun. This ward's gonna get immediately counter-warded. Sprout's gonna be turned into Treants. Looking to defend this ranged Rax. And Night Stalker's gonna say, well, fine. I'm just gonna go up top here. Jump onto this Shadow Shaman, who's going to eat a Void and probably a Fear before he can really pop this BKB. No-Tail, actually, he TP's out. He's getting right-clicked. Oh, he barely makes it out. The BKB saved him. He got feared before he got voided. And he basically popped the BKB and immediately started to TP. Very well, he blinked first. Very well played. But they're just going to look to take this tier 2 up top here. Chaos Knight and Venomancer already in place. Why is Venomancer that color? Why are you this off? Probably because he died when I was alt-tabbed. Dota hates alt-tabbing. Shadow Shaman finds regen rune. Well, activates regen rune. This tier 2's taking a bunch of damage. They don't even have a Leshrac in the mix yet. This is just really forged spirits in people's right clicks. And the glyph is down, so that is a basically uncontested tower. Venomancer wards, but that's about it. Those are more like a walking gold or sitting gold for this dire team. And they are just going to roam around looking for a fight. Night Stalker's ult's going to be popped. There's going to be an Invis rune. They know that Roche is soon. And they know that with the melee racks down, they should be able to take this without any real problems. So there's Roshan. And he's just going to go down. He is going to have cheese. So someone will be able to pick up that. We'll use it as a giant health potion. And mana potion.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Fnatic's making their way over, but
Roshan has
Night Stalker gets the Aegis. Leshrac, I think, picked up the cheese? Or was it Queen of Pain? Queen of Pain picks up the cheese. Treants are going to come through. Those are just going to get killed for a bunch of golden experience. Night Stalker's got 3,700, saving for buyback. Doesn't want to quite pick up the Daedalus yet. Mech's going to be popped to heal up the damage from that Nature's Prophet ult. Split Earth's going to come through. He does have lightning. I'm kind of surprised he's not going to use that. Whole bunch of Venomancer wards being dropped down. But they're just going to start getting right-clicked down. The Forge Spirits are going to start doing damage to the tower here. Queen of Pain's going to jump in. She's going to scream. She's going to pop her BKB. Shadow Shaman's going to drop Serpent Wards, but he's basically just going to get wrecked. The Invoker's going to buy or get the kill. He buys back. Lena gets killed by the Queen of Pain ult. Chaos Knight actually got a kill on the Leshrac. Shadow Demon also goes down. Deafening Blast is going to come through. 4-second Chaos Bolt on somebody. Not too sure who. And they're just going to run away. Good Sprout. That is going to be a Aegis popped. And that's probably going to be a dead Night Stalker. Sunstrike's going to come through and nearly kill this Venomancer. Wow, so much damage. How much does this Sunstrike do? Night Stalker buys back. It does 475. Pure damage. I do believe it is. Fnatic's gonna look to do a push now. Hani's still, or Era's still not able to pick up this Manta style, and looks like he's gonna just go for a BKB as well. Understands that with all of the disables that this Dire team's able to bust out, they can't take any chances. Well, some stacked Ancients. That is a triple stack of Ancients waiting for somebody to clear it out. Unfortunately, none of the... I mean, I guess Era might be able to. But he sees 4 of them hanging out in mid here. Knows that it'd be too dangerous if they happen to find him. He would be absolutely screwed. And they're just going to keep pressuring this mid lane. They know that if they can get another set of racks... Here's Prophet TPs over here for some... I don't know, was he hoping that they'd come through here? But yeah, this Dire team knows that if they get another set of racks, even if they just get the melee ones, that this ranged barracks will probably end up going down. Just because the pressure from all the lanes will be a little bit too much for the Radiant, for Fnatic to handle, and they'll end up falling and slipping up somewhere. Three-second Chaos Bolt coming through on the Night Stalker, but the Gale is going to completely miss. Venomancer is going to die. He does manage to get his ult off, and it does a good chunk of damage. It does 58 damage a second for quite a long period of time. Night Stalker is going to use his ult. And with that level 3 ult, he basically has nighttime forever. And they're just going to roll through that creep wave. Night Stalker's going to pop his BKB. He gets a Void and some Fears out. The tower goes down. This is probably going to be a set of racks. War Trap goes down on the Night Stalker. Laguna Blade on him as well. He actually gets disrupted. Shadow Demon's into some trouble. He manages to back out just barely. Hex goes on, or Shackle goes down on him. Sonic Wave's going to come through. Shadow Shaman goes down. Lina goes down. Queen of Pain gets a double kill. Shadow Shaman actually gets a kill on the Night Stalker. Queen of Pain gets a triple kill on the Venomancer.
Sure.
And that was a hell of a fight. Venomancer buys back. Queen of Pain's looking to blink forward. She gets earned. The wards are going to drop off pretty soon here. And actually, Invoker gets Reality Rifted. 3-second Chaos Bolt and the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain's going to go down. Ice Wallet's dropped just to prevent any real chase. Nature's Prophet's actually going to jump through. Invoker's going to start TPing out. He's going to make it out. Queen of Pain buys back. Invoker gets his Aghanim Scepter. Shadow Demon's just going to walk away. Lay some wards. Whew, that was a mouthful to go over. 12,000 gold experience or advantage, and probably about a 16,000 experience advantage. If we look at this, I'm sorry I never even really went over last hits, but the kills were just coming. So last hit and farm became a bit of a moot point eventually. But what was I gonna check? Right, 10 and 3 and 8 on this Night Stalker. The highest on this Dire team is the 19 Stalker, the 20 Queen of Pain, and then you've got a 20 Nature's Prophet, and then everyone else is under 18. And I mean, you've got a Shadow Demon who's 14, so he's higher than the supports. But then the level disparity is definitely showing in terms of the strengthened nukes, in terms of how what variety of abilities they have. This Invoker is going to start firing off spells left and right. 2-second cooldown on the Invoke, and it doesn't cost a single bit of mana for him. So they didn't, and unfortunately they didn't actually get the racks here. They did get the tower, they got a bunch of kills. And I feel they definitely came out ahead, but it would have been nice if they could have gotten that melee barracks. We're actually going to see a Hex go down on the Queen of Pain. She's going to pop her BKB. She's going to use some resources from this Radiant team. She's just going to be able to make it out. How are the BKB timers looking? Nightstalker's down to a 6-second. Invoker is sitting on a 9-second. Leshrac 8. And then Queen of Pain is at a 7. So Nightstalker's the only one that's really in dangerous territory. But to be fair, the Shadow Shaman is at the same. Sunstrike's going to come through, hit absolutely nothing. Venomancer wards are sitting here. They're just going to kill these. 4-second Chaos Bolt on the Night Stalker. He's going to eat an Ether Shock and a Dragon Slave. He's going to get disrupted. And these illusions are just going to come through doing tons of damage. Deafening Blast is going to come through. A Cold Snap as well. Nature's Prophet's going to earn himself up. And Night Stalker's going to pop his ult. They're going to clear out this creep wave. They want these racks. Alacrity is actually going to be used on one of the Forged Spirits. Allow them to right-click these barracks nice and fast. And we should see another epic team fight erupting pretty soon here. Everyone's just kind of hanging around. Trixie's actually a little late. I'm sorry, I hit that with my arm. Trixie was a little late on that, converting the sprouts into some treants. Would have been nice to have those to be able to delay the creep wave a little bit. Lightning's going to come through. We're actually going to see a Light Strike Array. We're going to see a 4-second Chaos Bolt. But Night Stalker's going to get disrupted. He's going to pop his BKB. He just wants to finish this off. Queen of Pain gets a kill on the Lina. Venomancer goes down to the Leshrac Pulse Nova. The barracks go down. Queen of Pain's going to get shackled, but that is going to be a dead Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman does get a kill on the Night Stalker. We're going to see a buyback from Night Stalker and the Shadow Shaman. Queen of Pain gets a kill on the Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet buys back. Shadow Shaman finishes off the Invoker.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
And they're actually going to get the Queen of Pain as well.
Tower is under attack.
Night Stalker's just going to go and start soloing this Roshan. He's still sitting on only a Crystallis. He's been using a lot of his gold for buybacks, but they did get the melee racks, and these ranged racks need a love tap. Oh, and they lost in the confusion. They, like I was saying, they couldn't keep up with defending this ranged racks, and that eventually fell. So that's an entire set of racks gone. This is going to probably go pretty soon here. And we might just see Night Stalk, or this Dire team look to push and end it then. Or they might look to get the Mega Creeps. Who knows? They can't actually finish off Roshan at the moment. They really need the damage from Invoker with the Alacrity, with the Forged Spirits, with his own impressive amount of right-click. He's got 4k gold saved up, but he knows that he doesn't need to buy back. Nothing really is going to be happening. Fnatic actually doing some some warding. And they're going to look to do Roshan on their own. But this Dire team is very quick to respond. Shadow Poison's going to go through to double check that. Queen of Pain actually buys back. We see a Fear go down on somebody. We're going to see the Pulse Nova go in. Chaos Knight super low. Pulse Nova finishes him off. Nature's Prophet actually manages to get the Aegis. Leshrack's looking super low. Sonic Wave's going to come through along with the Shivas. Leshrack goes down to Shadow Shaman wards. Nature's Prophet's going to look to TP out. So that was a 2-for-4 exchange, and they burn the Aegis. They're going to grab their creep wave up now and look to finish this off. I imagine they'll definitely be able to. Venomancer buys back, but this Rax has just about 350, 400 health by the time they get there. So it's not going to take very much. It'll take a few right clicks from everybody, and that'll go down easy. The ranged Rax only has 5 armor. Melee Rax has 15. There we go. Ranged Rax down. Are they going to look to take this tier 3 as well? I think this one might be a little greedy. TPs are coming in. Nature's Prophet actually gets cold snapped. Shivas goes out. We're going to see Chaos Knight pop his ult. Deafening Blast is going to go through, though. Invoker's just going to start running away. He's going to Ghost Walk. He actually gets stunned. They drop a sentry. He's going to go down.
My magics die with me.
Good attempt. Unfortunately, they were prepared for exactly that kind of situation. I don't like how these show up as mega creeps and not just like super creeps or whatever they're supposed to be. Night Stalker actually picks up a plate mail. Queen of Pain's gonna pop her out because at this point it's a 40-second cooldown. She can just use it to nuke creep waves. She doesn't care.
Invisibility.
Venomancer's gonna get an invis rune. Do a bit of scouting. Just see what everyone's up to. But he knows that where everyone else is sitting, so he knows that it'd be super dangerous to even think about doing, like, going in on that. Chaos Knight finally has his Mantis finished. He's got an Ogre Club, probably looking to turn that into a BKB. Hani is sitting here. He's got to move. He's actually going to do a Venomous Gale. He's going to get voided. Shadow Shaman's going to come through. Night Stalker pops his BKB. Shadow Shaman pops his in return. Night Stalker ult's going to be popped. They're going to force staff forward the Shadow Shaman, but he's just, Lord Lena's going to go down. Chaos Knight's going to go down. Shadow Shaman goes down. This team fight is all over the place. Queen of Pain gets a triple kill, finishes off Hani. Lena's going to buy back. But, I mean, Lena, all she can really do is kill these creep waves. Not much else. Nature's Prophet actually gets an Assault Cuirass. And the Shadow Shaman picked up a Force Staff. And any other big item pickups that are nope. And I think it's about the same. We're going to see this tier 3 get pressured again. Looks like an Aghanim's was being worked on by the Leshrack. And that just gets shredded. The melee barracks are going to get shredded. That's going to be super creeps for sure, or mega creeps for sure. And the Night Stalker calls GG a little preemptive. It's considered in good standing to wait for the losing team to call GG. So he does apologize, but they say it's no problem. They understand that the game was over, so they just start disconnecting. The Ancient's gonna go down. I hope you enjoyed this. Please leave comments. Let me know how I can improve myself. I would love to get tips. Chaos Meteor coming through just for special effects. So I was Blightwind. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to be covering as much as the defense as I can. It seems like the tournament system's still a little wonky. The replays aren't always working. Sometimes it won't bring up the score screens for you when you go to look at previously played matches. But I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like and a favorite. It definitely helps the channel out. And leave comments on how I can improve myself. Subscribe if you'd like to see more of this. I'm definitely not going to be stopping these anytime soon. So I hope you all have a wonderful night. I will catch you later. Enjoy.